All right, hello students. Today we're moving on with lesson 2, real world positive and negative numbers and zero. So kind of in the next few lessons, or next two lessons at least, we're going to be kind of talking about real world situations where we see positive and negative numbers. All right, so let's go ahead and we're actually going to skip example number 1. So go ahead and move on to where you see this, exercise 1 and 2. All right, here you go. So read example 1 again. Well, you're supposed to read this in the first one. We're just going to read it all together and kind of talk about it. With your partner or as a group. Number the events in the story problem. Write the number above each sentence, to show the order of the events. So we're going to read through this and we're going to kind of label or number the different things that are going on, and then we're going to kind of talk about them. Okay, so let's go ahead and read through it together. Let's go ahead and order or number kind of what's going on. All right, here it says, for Tim's birthday, he receives $150 in cash from his mom. Well, that's an event right there. That's something happened. That's either positive or negative. So this is kind of event number 1. Actually, we don't need to circle it. Just go ahead and just put a 1 above it. All right, so this is event number 1. This is kind of the first thing that happens to him as he receives $150 in cash. Okay. His dad took him to the bank to open a savings account. Well, here's the next part. He opens a savings account. This is event number 2. Moving on, it goes, Tim gives the cash to the banker and deposits into his account. Here's event number 3. He deposits the money into his account. If we keep going, the banker credited Tim's new account $150 and gave Tim a receipt. All right, so we have another thing going on. We have the banker credited Tim's account. So that's event number 4. We keep reading. It says 1 week later, Tim deposited another $25 that he had earned as allowance. So here we go. He deposited another $25, event number 5. The next month, Tim's dad gave him permission to withdraw $35 to buy a new video game. So he withdraws or takes out $35 to buy a new video game. That's event number 6. Tim's dad explained that the bank would charge him $5 fee for each withdrawal from his savings account, and that each withdrawal and charge result in a debit to his account. All right, so we have a couple things going on here. First, we have a charge of $5 fee, so that's event number 7. And the next part, or the kind of final part, is each withdrawal from a savings account, and that each withdrawal and charge results in a debit to his account. So withdraw, which is a charge, and resulting as a debit to his account. That's kind of event number 8. So these are all kind of the things that are going on. Well, if we kind of look through this, we kind of look at kind of what does this actually mean. If you receive $150 in cash, that's a positive. That's something you're getting. It's kind of going into a positive direction. If we look at event number 2, opening a savings account. Well, opening a savings account, nothing's really happening. You don't have any money in the savings account. You just open it. There's nothing going on. So this is what we call a zero. This is kind of a zero effect. We go to event number 3. Tim gives the banker cash to deposit. Deposit is a positive thing. Money is going into his account, which is increasing his account balance, which is a positive thing. Next, we go, the banker credited Tim's new account, $150. Once again, crediting is a positive thing. If you get credit account, your account increases in value. If we go down to the next one, 1 week later, Tim deposits another $25 to deposit something. That's a positive thing. You're depositing $25 in your account goes up $25. If we keep going, Tim's dad gives him permission to withdraw $35. This is a negative situation. When you withdraw money from your account, the money is being taken out of your account, which is a negative activity to your account. If we continue going on here, we have a charge of a $5 fee. Once again, the charge of $5, if you get charged something, that is a negative situation. You are losing money, and so that's a negative situation. So that has a negative effect. And if we kind of look down at the last part, the withdraw and charge a result of the debit, the withdrawal, once again, is a negative situation, something that's being negative to your account. All right, so we kind of want to talk about this. These are kind of words that you're going to see and kind of what kind of situation they're talking about. Is it a positive, negative situation? So there you go. It's kind of the first part. If we go ahead and look down at the next situation or the next part of this, it kind of gives us the events and it gives us integers and it wants us to create a number line. So we're going to first just simply go through this and kind of write in what the integers should be and kind of what they should represent. Okay, these are the different events. They're not all of them, but there are quite a few of them. So we're going to kind of write it in an integer of what it should actually mean. So if we look at the first event, opens a bank account, that has a zero effect, okay? So it's not a positive or negative. We just simply have $0. Nothing's happened yet. When you make to the positive $150, that is a positive situation. You're adding $150 to your account. When you get credited $150 to your account, when it's actually entered into your account from the bank side, that's once again is a positive situation. When you're credited something, that is a positive situation. When you make a deposit, once again, the deposit is a positive situation. Remember, we don't need the plus sign in front of it. I'm putting the plus sign just to kind of emphasize that these are positive situations, not negative. But all the positive, we really don't need all the positive numbers, we don't need these plus signs. Next situation, the bank makes a charge of $5. When they charge you something, that's a negative situation. Let's go ahead and move it over even to red. This is a negative situation. You're losing $5 from your account. And the last part, when you withdraw something means you take money out. Once again, this is a negative situation to your account. On the next part over here, it says make a number line. Well, I'm going to kind of start you off and kind of hopefully make the first two for you. This is a zero situation. Well, we just need the zero as part of the number line. So 0, of course, is right in the middle. Want to put a couple numbers above, a couple numbers below, just kind of show the different integers. And we want to graph it. Well, 0, of course, is right here. So we're going to go ahead and put that nice dark circle there. That is the zero situation. When we open our bank, nothing's happened. It's not a negative. It's not a positive. It just simply is there. The next one, we deposit $150. Well, we're going to make another number line. We're going to put 0 down here because we're going positively to 150. Now, I don't really want to go by 1. So 150 is pretty big. Well, I could probably go by 10. That would work, right? If I put 10, 20, 30. You don't have to go by ones on everything. You can go by 10s, you can go by 5s, you can go by 2s. I'm going to go ahead and continue writing this in. If you want to go ahead and just start writing yours in and then fast forward, that's fine. This does take me a little bit longer using a mouse, but it's okay. We're going to do this right. 70, and then 80, and then 90. So we're almost there. So here's 100. This is 110. Hopefully I have enough room. Oops, I didn't put the 1 there. This is 120. 130. 140. And we're going to go ahead and squeeze in the 150 right here. 150. All right, so of course the 150 is this mark right here. I didn't really finish it very nicely, but there you go. Your job now is to kind of finish the rest of these up. Of course, the next one looks exactly the same. So go ahead and stop the video and go and make number lines for the rest of them and then move on to the second video.